taking a while.
Hey, this won't trip if I start shifting from screens, right? Okay.
Hey there, this is Real Talk Baseball. I'm Carlos Baseball. Tony and Will are not here today. They went on vacation, but we do have Javi, the commish. How's it going, Javi?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Good, man. Thanks for joining the show today and filling in for the two guys, the two
Anytime.
experts.
Ah,
You have big shoes to fill. I'm not trying to put any pressure on you for
no
sure.
pressure at all, brother.
We have a lot of
I got this
baseball,
shit in the
dude.
bag.
We have a lot of baseball to cover today, man. We have opening day happen on Thursday. It's like a big
Oh,
festivity for all baseball fans out there,
so
right? I
awesome,
know,
bro.
I know. I was excited. It was a little different. I mean, I didn't get to go to any games. I mean, the Dodgers haven't started at Dodger Stadium yet,
Yeah.
and there's not a full capacity of fans in stadiums yet. But I know there's some people out there. I know the podcasts that we follow and the podcasts that um, kind of we have like a little chat going. There's a few of those guys that went actually to those games, and
Oh,
we're all
whoa.
excited, dude. That's really cool.
Oh, man, that's
So
cool.
yeah. So we're gonna get to see a lot of more people be involved in games this year, which is really exciting because there's been two games for each team so far, but uh, there's still a lot of stuff to talk about, right?
Man, it's an exciting time, bro. I think everybody's been kind of waiting for this to happen, and finally we got baseball. We got not a full stadium of fans, but you know what? Just the fact that there's people in the stands while you're
Makes a
watching the
difference.
game, it's a big difference, man.
Oh
It's
yeah,
really awesome, dude.
it does make a big difference. So let's just go over the topics we're going to hit today. We're going to hit COVID hits a team. We'll go into that a little bit in a little detail. We'll talk about Lindor and shortstops that are available after his signing, and we'll tell you how much he signed for. Yermin Mercedes, he had a great game, and we'll talk about his fantasy points and stuff like that
Yeah,
if he's available.
yeah,
Buster Posey, another guy that's out there, that's
and
potentially a pickup for fantasy.
an
Uh,
OG.
yeah, we'll talk about Blake Snell and his first start with the Padres. Trevor Bauer, his first start with the Dodgers, and there's
Yeah.
always a lot of room for another one that we just saw today, and we'll throw that as a surprise for you, and maybe a pickup for fantasy baseball because I know that name is not really out there, but we'll wait for that one. So the
Oh, and
first thing we're gonna go
don't
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
don't forget the All-Star game.
And that's what we're going to hit right now, man.
Man,
We're going to
oh,
talk about the All-Star
mm,
game. The All-Star game sounds like it's going to move from Atlanta to another site. It's not confirmed what site is going to be. The 2020 season was the COVID season, which was going to be the All-Star game was going to be played at Dodger Stadium. And because of COVID season or COVID, hit, they didn't really play in Los Angeles. So
yeah.
they designated that All-Star game for 2022. So there's no option for that 2021 to be played in LA. But you said something about another team taking or wanting the All-Star game. What team was that?
Yeah,
Javi, you talk about?
I was reading about that Milwaukee jumped the gun and they were like, we want the All-Star game in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's just rumor or whatever, but I mean, as far as I know, that's the only city that is willing to be like, you know what, give me the All-Star game.
yeah,
We got it. So I mean, we'll see what happens.
yeah,
It's kind of crazy for that,
yeah. It
that to
is.
happen such early in the season, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I mean, it is. It's kind of suck for Atlanta. I'm pretty sure with Hank Aaron passing away and everything. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
man.
sure
You know
they
what?
want.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I
Now
also
go for it.
heard that they're gonna lose about 100 million in revenue, dude.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
bro. I just read something about that today. So it's a big hit. That's a big
Yeah.
hit for ATL, man.
Yeah, it's a big hit. Yeah, and it's not just about like the game itself. It's about fans going out there and taking an experience of watching the best players in the league in one game. So you get the home run derby, you get
Yeah.
the All-Star game the next day,
Yep.
and yeah, of course it's going to take a
And
big
and
hit.
and think about Atlanta, bro. They got some all stars in their team. So how messed up is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
could have had you have Acuna, you have Albies, you got Freeman.
Freeman,
Like, come
Freeman.
on, dude. Now they're gonna miss out on playing in their home field. It kind of sucks for them.
Yeah, yeah. It
But
does suck, dude. I mean, but it is what it is. Once we
yeah.
find out what place it's gonna happen, we'll go ahead and let you guys know here. I mean, let's go ahead and move on, dude.
All right.
What's our next show? I mean, our next show, our next set. Let's talk about the COVID hits for a team, and this team
Ah,
hasn't even started opening day, and that was the Nationals and the Mets. That's
that
why
was
I'm
my
wearing the Nationals
that
hat.
was my first pick for the draft, bro. Soto. Mm-mm.
Soto, oh man, and they're still not gonna play. So it looks like the Mets are gonna open the season on Monday against the Phillies in New York. So yeah, they'll be okay. It's just the Nationals have 4 players that came down with COVID, so that's kind of
They haven't named the players, huh?
no, they haven't put the names out there. I think it's against what do you call it, HIPAA rules or something? I
Oh
guess
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So now
Gotcha.
they're not. I think they're not going to release them. It'll come out later because then the players are going to come out and say that they had it. Kind of like what Soto came back in to playing with the Nationals. He said he had it. Freeman was another one that had it, and he came back and he said he had it. The team is not able to release those names,
Right.
but I mean, it happens. And it did happen already, and I mean, those games are going to be made up later on in the year. I know it's not something, and it's not ideal for the teams to actually just not wait for these games, but I guess they're going to have to do it, dude. They can't do nothing about it. I don't think they're going to be able to cancel those games like they did a year before,
Yeah. Have you heard
where they
if they're gonna make these up?
well, they say they are going to make them up. They don't know if they're going to be 7 inning games and doubleheader 7 inning games.
Oh, that's
Remember?
right.
So,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
so with the season already starting, they still haven't decided what they're going to do. So they're going to have to play 4 games. Depending 2 double headers because it's a 3 game
Yeah.
series, or if it
Yeah.
was a 4 game series, that's where it's going to be kind of hard. So,
Yeah, that's
um,
it's it's
as soon
it
as
sucks, man. It sucks. I mean, it sucks for fans,
mhm,
the Mets fans and National fans, all the other teams are playing and then all of a sudden they're left out in the dark. Like,
yeah.
we can't even play. What the hell?
Yeah, yeah, it really sucks, dude. It really sucks. I know. As a fan, you want to see all the teams play, and you want to see. We haven't even seen Lindor, man. We want to see Lindor,
Yep.
going out there already with his new contract.
See if
Since
if he's worth that money.
and he's worth that money. So let's just go ahead and talk about that, dude. We're already hitting the Mets. Let's talk about
Yo,
Francisco Lindor. He
man,
signed a 10-year deal with the Mets for 341 mil. That's
that's
34 per year,
crazy,
dude.
bro. That
This
is
guy
crazy.
is hasn't even played a game with the Mets. He's only been spring training, dude. What's up with that, dude? Are you kidding me? Like, oh
It's
man.
insane, man. Like the amount of money that these players are asking for. Jesus Christ, man. And then you
What?
think about the position, right?
Yeah.
Like, what does that do for the rest of the shortstops? That are about to hit free agency,
And
right?
here they are, man. You got
That,
Carlos Correa, Corey Seager, Francisco Lindor already signed with the Mets, which is
yeah,
a good thing for him. He
yeah,
didn't have to go to free agency, and they gave him the I guess it was the max the Mets was going to give him, right? And then you
yeah,
have Javier Baez, Trevor Story, and Marcus Semien. Marcus Semien signed 1 year with the Blue Jays, but he's coming out of that seat unless the Blue Jays actually see how he, usually contract year for a
yeah.
player.
They play out, bro.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
play out.
they play out.
Yeah, so
And
that's a
all these guys are in their prime, man. All of them are in their prime. They play for good teams. Um, I heard about Correa, turning down a contract because he feels like he needs more money. Come
What kind of
on,
money though? What kind
man.
of money, dude?
Come
Okay,
on,
so
man.
what was it? 120 mil for
A
6 years?
hundred. Yeah, it was 125 mil. Well,
Yeah,
it was 120 for 6 years, and then he shut it down, and then they gave him another offer. It was 5 years for 125 mil, and
yeah,
he still said wasn't even close. So it's like, dude,
yeah.
really?
Let's just boo this man
Yeah, boo this man.
and give me some applauses because I booed him.
Damn right.
Yeah, dude. Well, look, I mean, he's only 26 years old.
Yeah,
He's still young.
Yeah.
I know he wants a big contract. I know Tatis got a big contract with the Padres, and now you have Lindor that has a big contract with the Mets. Now Correa is working through. He's going to play the season and still listen to offers while he's playing, so it might be a little bit distracting for him.
Distraction. Yep.
But then you have Corey Seager with the Dodgers as well. Like you heard the Yankees trying to go after him,
I heard
and
about that,
they
man.
say they're going to go really hard on him. And if the Dodgers want to keep him, I think they need to work something out. You know, they need to go
They're
ahead.
gonna have to empty the pockets, bro.
Damn.
Seager is a MVP caliber player, bro.
And he's
We saw
showing it.
that we saw that last season, even though it was a short season. But
Yeah.
you know what? He showed it through the regular season, and he showed out in the playoffs. You know,
Yep.
like what more can you ask for?
Yeah.
That's what you want from one of your top bats, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Why
mean,
not?
he's gonna be worth it, dude. I mean, I'm not being biased because I'm a Dodger fan, but I
Are
mean,
you?
I am a Dodger fan, bro.
Come
you
at me,
know,
bro.
yeah, 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 man. But it's crazy. You know how we were talking about how when it's contract year,
Yeah.
players show out. You know, and even though what is it? This year is his contract year, right?
Yep.
This is last year, which sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but the last season, he showed out, and I'm pretty sure this season he's gonna show out too, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, put out the money, dude.
Put
Well,
it out so
we
I
gotta.
can play better. That's pretty much what it is. Look,
Yeah,
all these shortstops are elite, and for
all of them.
fantasy owners, these players are elite. Like
Yep.
they're gonna play out.
Shortstop is a very deep position. It's been a deep position the past couple of years, man.
Yeah.
So all these players are very valuable to their teams, man. So
Yep.
hopefully, like the Dodgers, they could work something out with Seager. Let's keep him. But
I agree, man.
you
I
know,
don't disagree with you at all. But let's keep on moving, man. For fantasy picks, you've heard of this guy, Yermin Mercedes, and
Yermin.
Yermin. Yeah. So this guy
Crazy,
went off
crazy.
yesterday, and like I know for fantasy players, they're probably like, "Who is this guy?" I don't think he's
Exactly.
even like on the draft or anything like that. But hearing that he went 5 for 5, he's the third catcher, right? He's not even the second.
Exactly.
So
Third catcher.
he's a DH. He went 5 for 5 yesterday. He had 4 singles, 1 double, 4 RBIs. And
Crazy.
you have Mike
Crazy.
Trout talking about him like, oh my God, how do you do that in your first at bats in the major leagues? Like, how do you go 5 for 5? So he was
I
hitting
think
everything.
dude, I think there's only like two. I don't really know the names, but I think I read that there was only like two or three players that have done what he did in their first at bat, first game, first at bat, where he went 5 for 5, bro.
Oh
And
my
it's
God.
like, wow. Like it's just randomly like somebody you've never heard of,
Yeah.
all of a sudden you see like, damn, 5 for 5, 4 singles.
So
Jesus.
what does that do for this player? Like, is that a player you want to watch out for? Or is that
Well,
a player you want to go ahead and pick up right now and drop one of your players? I mean, it's too early in the season to panic, right?
yeah, I mean, it's crazy. So during the season, during the fantasy season, you always have random players, break out, one game or for a week or for a couple of weeks, and then you jump the gun and you drop a good player.
Yeah.
Let's say somebody that's been around for a while, you drop them, and then you pick this guy up, and then bam, he hits a dry spell, like he doesn't do nothing for your squad, and then somebody picks up the guy you dropped, and you're like, like why did I do that? Like to me, it's way too early. Good for him, right? Five for
Yeah.
five. He had 16 points fantasy wise, dude.
Yeah.
Legit, right? I wouldn't jump.
In the points league.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a points league, I wouldn't jump the gun, but keep an eye on him maybe, like because of the injuries that that the White Sox have had.
Mm-hmm.
It might be somebody that if he keeps up the consistency, if he keeps it up, maybe it's somebody you want to keep your eye on.
Yep.
You know. Another dude
Yeah.
that I wanted to tell you about was Posey, man.
Yeah,
What
dude. So
the
what's up with
hell?
Posey though? What tell me about Posey. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this up so people can see what we're talking about. I
Well,
know.
it's like you look at it and right, you think about Posey. Posey back in the day, he was number one catcher. He
Yeah,
was on everybody's radar when when we had fantasy baseball. Whenever you had to draft, he was always up there.
yeah.
Especially with catchers. They're very scarce. It's a very scarce position. It's like the tight end position of football, dude. You know,
Oh, really?
yeah, because tight ends in football, it's the same thing, dude. Like you pick the first three, and those are the top three, and then everybody else just falls below that. You know, um,
Hold,
but
hold on, hold
Posey,
on, Avi. Hold on. I don't want to cut you off, but I want to
yep,
explain what we're watching here.
yeah,
Buster Posey, coach, and then Yahoo. So Yahoo Fantasy has 55% of owners own Buster Posey, and
yep,
ESPN 39% of owners have Buster Posey on their team. So
yep,
there's for most of you guys that are out there and have their teams and are owners of these teams, there's a possibility Buster Posey is out there, but don't jump the gun because this is the first two games, and today might be the third game for him.
yep,
Don't jump the gun on him too much because look, he has 2 home runs right now, but those 2 home runs are his only hits,
yep,
right?
yep,
So
yep.
it's that has his power come back, and he's 34. He's an older guy, so he's gonna get a lot more rest than
Rest.
normally. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is he eligible at catcher and at first for both sides, or just on Yahoo and ESPN he's only available for catcher?
Nah, I think for Yahoo, the reason why it's like that is because he's eligible for first base and catcher,
Yeah.
which in ESPN he's just available for catcher. Now I believe it's 10 games for you to be eligible to play to have an extra position
Yeah.
added, right? So maybe if he keeps playing first base or whatever, he'll be eligible on ESPN. But I believe that's why there's a big ass gap,
Yeah.
between both fantasy I don't know how you say it, brands or whatever. Yahoo, ESPN.
Yahoo,
And
ESPN. There's a lot more other ones, but those are the main top ones that we're
yeah,
talking
those are
about.
the ones that a lot of people play.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean Buster Posey, he's always been like you mentioned, he's always been one of the top players out there, catchers, if
Yep.
you really think about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, don't like I said, don't jump the gun yet, don't freak out. There's players out there right now that you're thinking like, oh man, is he going to be like this all season? It's the beginning of the season. It's not something where you need to be scared about or be like, what's going to happen? Is he going to
Yeah.
perform all year? He's not going to perform. And don't jump the gun. Like I said, it's not worth it. It's
No,
not worth
not
it yet.
not
And
especially if you
and
have especially if you have somebody legit, for that position. You want
yeah,
to wait. It's way too early.
yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and talking about jumping the gun and doing those type of things. Let's talk about Blake Snell, dude. Blake Snell he pitched 4 innings and 2/3. He allowed 4 hits, 0 earned run, 0 runs allowed, and
Yep.
8 Ks. So he did pretty good, dude. But this is where it gets kind of confusing,
Yeah.
Like we've talked about this when he was with the Diamondbacks with the Rays,
Yep.
and like Jace Tingler pulled the World Series on Blake Snell right here,
He
man.
did. He did. He didn't look too happy about it, man.
And that's why we have the picture on the right as a party. He was frustrated. He looked like it's not fair. Why you guys take me out?
Yep.
It's the beginning of the season. We're
Yep.
understanding this. He had 86 pitches. So yeah, it's a good time to pull him out. He had
Yep.
a good start. It's not a bad start. It's a good start. You're running out of you can't unless you pitched in spring training where you pitched 8, 9 innings, then and they took you out at that moment, then yeah, I will
Yeah.
be pissed.
Yeah.
But you're not doing that in spring training. The first month, you're going to be pitching probably 5 innings, and this is where you're at 86 to 90 pitches, right?
Yeah,
So
that's pretty high for going into like the fourth almost fifth inning. That
yeah,
that's a pretty high count. So I mean, I don't blame the
Tingler,
manager for taking him out. I mean,
Jace Tingler, man.
yeah, yeah. I mean, be a little bit more careful. You know how you pitch with, pitch around batters and stuff, and maybe they won't take you out. But 86 pitches to me, like if you hit like the sixth inning, seventh inning with those kind of pitches, then I can understand. But like you haven't even hit the fifth inning and you're already close to 100 pitches.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like I'm pretty sure the manager's looking out for you. Like, dude, this is too much. You know, like I want to rest your arm. I don't want to gas you either. You know what I mean?
yeah. Kevin Cash is probably like, yeah, see, I did that in the World
I
Series.
did the right thing.
Yeah, I did the right thing. Like, what if I would, if Jay Stingler did the same thing? Why didn't you get on him? You
Yep,
know,
exactly,
the only
exactly.
difference is that it wasn't the World Series, man.
Yeah, yeah, that is a big difference.
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, for fantasy owners, if you have this guy, I know if you're playing categories, it's not going to be a quality start. If you have points, it's okay. He didn't get the win.
Ah, you're good. You're good,
Yeah,
man.
he
Point
didn't get the
wise,
win.
you're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't get the win, but he
Those
did.
AKs, those AKs helped you out.
Yeah, they helped you out. So as the season goes on, you're going to get more points. You're going to get to
Yeah.
see Blake Snell pitch into form because you do need him to pitch a lot more innings than 4 or 5. You need 6, 7 out of this guy in order for the Padres. And I'm talking base. I've been
Yeah.
talking about team now to the Padres to make it deeper into the playoffs.
Yeah.
You need this guy to be performing well, which he did last year in the playoffs and in the World Series. But you gotta remember he probably does have a higher ERA after certain innings, after certain
Yeah.
pitches.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to worry about. But yeah, for fantasy owners, I don't think you have to worry
I'm
about
sure
this
I'm
guy.
sure Cash and Tingler had a little talk, when the trade happened, Hey
Yeah, they
man, be
probably
careful
call
with
each
this
other.
guy.
Yeah. You get to the fourth inning, I don't know.
I don't know if you want to risk it, bro.
He's gonna get mad. He's gonna get mad at you. Like, oh, I mean, oh well, the Padres, right? The
Yeah,
Padres, the
man.
Padres are doing pretty good. And you know what? The funny thing is, you're not hearing Tatis or Machado doing anything. You're hearing Will
Nope.
Myers. You're
Yep.
hearing other players, dude, which is good.
It's
Which is
good.
good for the
It's
Padres.
good, man.
It's
It's
good for
good.
the Padres. Yeah, it's
Yep.
really good. So let's go ahead and move on, man. Let's go to the next guy. The next guy we're gonna talk about is a guy here from LA. And he pitched in Colorado yesterday and he did pretty good, dude. I don't think he did really bad. I don't think I saw a spring training game where I saw him pitch. So when I saw him pitch yesterday out in Colorado, I was like, wow, this guy is pretty good.
I mean, to pitch
And
like that, in Colorado is solid, man. He had a solid outing. Um,
yeah.
and I don't know, maybe they left him in there a little too long, and then.
So look, this is what happened with Bauer. Bauer pitched really good through the first 6 innings. Um, he has to hit. He has to get out there and swing the bat. He's
Yeah,
bunted, and there was a play at home, so they didn't get him out. So he was out there at first base. I want to say for 10, 12 minutes. Those 10, 12 minutes, because Bud Black from the Rockies, when after that happened, he went out there and changed the pitcher. So that adds time. That throws you off your game if you're a pitcher. If you're not in the American League,
definitely,
you don't have to worry
definitely.
about that, right?
Yep,
If you're in the National League, you got to worry about stuff like that because if you get on base, you're out there for a longer period of time, and that's what the Rockets did. They got him out of his game.
they
And
did.
I saw that, and I'm like, man, he has a no hitter. He's gonna go back out there. I don't think he's gonna have it. And then the very first guy that he faces is Trevor Story.
Yeah,
Trevor Story gets a hit, and there goes the no hitter. And then
yeah,
after
man.
that, it was a home run. So,
Yep,
so yeah, I mean, it's the amazing thing about baseball. Baseball is not something where you're gonna play your best and you're gonna get the best results. No, it doesn't work like that. You throw teams out of their game by doing little moves like what Bud Black did. And
yeah.
he did pitch 6 innings, 1/3. He allowed 4 earned runs. He got 10 Ks. So that was like what 20 points
That
if
was
it's a points
about, I
league.
think it was like 25. I think
25.
because he
Wow.
got the win. So I mean
Yeah.
that's pretty good, dude. I mean, I think at being as the first game for Dodger fans and for fantasy baseball owners that have Trevor Bauer, this is a really good first outing for the pitcher, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy um how he played. It sucks, because you do play, you are pitching in Colorado, so they're gonna get one off of you,
Yeah.
but overall, I think he did really good. Um, and I think
His cutter,
fan,
dude. His cutter looked
yeah,
really
bro,
nasty, man. I was just
man,
like, wow.
I think he's gonna be up there, bro, as one of the top pitchers this year,
Of
just
course.
because of the stuff that you see. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, let's not. You know what happened after that? They brought in David Price.
Oh, and David
Oh,
Price didn't do all that great either. And for those
damn.
of you that have David Price on your fantasy, he's a
Yeah.
relief pitcher. So I don't know if that's a good idea to have him on there unless it's a categories and he's going to pitch 3, 4 innings. He did pitch 2 innings or so,
Two.
I believe.
Yeah.
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 But he allowed 2 home
He got
runs. Like,
tagged, bro. I don't
yeah,
know. I don't know. I don't know if it's because of the move to relief. Maybe that kind of caught him off guard. He's not used to something like that. He's been a high caliber pitcher throughout his whole career, bro. So, that kind of move can throw somebody off, like somebody like Price,
yeah,
who has had a lot of success in his career. So,
yeah,
maybe it's just, one game fluke, who knows?
yeah.
But you gotta think about it. Like maybe somebody like, that has pitched the way he's pitched throughout his career. This is something way different.
It is.
Like I don't come in like middle, towards the end of the game, and damn, I got tagged. What does it do to your morale? You know what I mean? It sucks.
It sucks. Yeah, it
But
sucks. But
it's early. It's early.
yeah, he went into it knowing that he was going to be a bullpen.
Yeah.
Robert said that he wasn't going to allow him to start because you have a lot of starters in that team. You have starters in the bullpen. So, I mean,
Yep.
it's not, yeah, and he's a team player. He did say that he'll do whatever it takes to win
Yeah, he
another
did
ring,
say that. He did.
and he would do whatever. But for fantasy owners, if he's not a starter on your squad,
Drop him
I think it's a
now.
drop. You know, it's
Drop him now before it's too late.
yeah, I think I don't know if you would agree or not agree. Hopefully you would agree, but I don't see a lot of points from this guy this year.
At
And
least not right now, man. At
yeah,
least not right now.
yeah, so
Do it.
either you do it or
Come on.
do it now. Yeah. So yeah,
It's
we'll see
crazy, man.
if you have a question and you're out there and you're on our YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Go ahead and hit
So
that
let
like and
let,
then
let me
subscribe.
let me give you a bonus.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
What's the bonus?
I'm gonna give you a bonus player, bro. And I remember a couple years ago, man. I don't want to say a couple years ago, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. I was really high on this guy,
Mm-hmm.
Zach Wheeler, bro. He
Okay.
was up there, with like when he came up on the league. I always had him in my fantasy team, bro, either on the bench or whatever. Right? He always had an up and down season. Injuries plagued him, whatever. I saw him pitch in today's game, man. Mm-mm. If you got Zach Wheeler, you got lucky. That
Really?
guy pitched lights out, bro.
Really?
And he even had two hits.
But that
This is
doesn't
again.
count towards fantasy though.
No,
That's
it
what
doesn't.
sucks.
But yeah, it does suck. But you think about it, right? Like
Yeah.
how many pitchers hit like that, right? There's
Yeah.
not many. And this was all done against the Atlanta Braves. Great offense. They were
Yeah.
there in the playoffs last year. They gave us a run for the money,
Yeah.
for our money. But he pitched lights out today, man. And if he's still out there, dude, pick him up. That's a big ass plus for me.
Zach Wheeler. He was with
Yeah,
the
Zach
Mets
Wheeler,
and
he's with
now
the
he's with the
Mets.
Phillies.
Yeah,
And he
man.
pitched against a good team. The Atlanta Braves are not one of those teams you need to
Ah,
sleep
they're
on.
not. They're no slouches, man.
They're
That's a
not.
straight offensive team right there.
It is. He
And
pitched
and
against
and
Charlie Morton.
yeah,
So
yep, yep.
yeah. So
So who if you guys got him out there, except in my league, I know somebody has him in my league. You know, pick him up, man. I think he's got that potential. He's got that kind of potential, and I think he's finally coming into his own. You know,
it's not, you don't think it's too early in the season to predict
nah,
he's gonna be a
nah,
good pitcher?
nah. I don't think so because like think about Phillies the pitching they have. You
Hmm.
got Nola, right?
Yeah.
And who's their number two?
I can't think of.
I don't know. Fuck, I don't
I'm
know number two.
blanking. You know, that's where we need Will and Tony Snap
Will
to
is
like
all
bam bam
about
bam.
stats, man.
Yeah, they know their
But
stats.
he, like the Phillies, they have a lot of good. They have offense, right? We know
Yeah.
about the offense. We know about Harper. We know about Real Muto.
Hmm.
Bomb on third, the young guy. But their pitching, we don't really know that much about. At
Yeah.
least I don't. I don't know if anybody else knows what's up and they can school me on it. Like
Yeah.
put it up on the comments. But he the what he showed today to me is like, wow, like you can literally um deal with the Braves. The Braves, you saw what they did to us, last season, bro.
Yeah.
They could have knocked us out of the playoffs and we wouldn't have had this, the World Series championship.
Yep.
So
They went up three
I
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and then they kind of shitted themselves.
Hey, I just got a text, I guess, ESPN just saying that they took the logo off of the Braves jersey, the All-Star game logo. So yeah, it's official. They're not having the All-Star game for
Oh,
sure.
damn.
Yeah, so they're gonna
Wow.
whoever's taking over the All-Star game will go ahead and mention it here on our Instagram or TikTok or wherever, all the social media platforms that we have. Yeah, it's crazy, right? We don't
Yeah.
know where the All-Star game is going to happen yet. The commissioner is still working to give us those, not personally, but we're going to hear it on the news, right? That would
Yeah.
be great if he will call us. Hey man, we need you to go ahead and go on
Dude, that'd
live
be dope.
YouTube and mention it. That'll be dope.
That would be dope, man. It
Yeah,
sucks because we were supposed to have it here. Was it
last
this
year.
last year, right?
Last year.
Man,
Yeah.
we got screwed out of a lot of shit. You know that? No
Dude,
parade for the Dodgers, no parade for the Lakers, no All
not
Star games. Jesus, man,
nothing. It's
not
like
our
it
fucking
was
time yet.
perfect for everybody to be like, yeah, let's let LA have it this year because we don't want no rowdiness, we don't want no riots, we don't want. It's just people don't know how to act out here, dude. Come
For
on, man.
real, man.
Like,
we
dude, come
all we all
on.
act like kids over here. Jesus, man,
Yeah.
it's
So they probably
crazy.
like, yeah, just let them win. Let them win. Let the Lakers win. Let the Dodgers win. And
That's
just do that, dude.
insane, bro. That is
Yeah.
insane,
It's
man.
insane. It's big time. Hey, dude, did you see this play today? Like, I'm gonna go ahead and play it
Hmm.
so people can know what we're talking about. And it's I just went ahead and actually put this little video on today because I know it's happening right now. And look,
Yeah.
you see that?
Damn.
Yeah, good for
So see,
you, dude.
so
Good
see,
for you. Good for Castellano. Hell yeah.
at first, I saw the play, man, and I was like, man, Castellanos, you're a veteran, bro. What the fuck are you doing? He was all pumped up or whatever, and the guy obviously didn't like it. But then when I saw the replay and I saw, he got beamed, right?
So the guy that was at home plate, the pitcher is Jake Woodford.
Yeah,
So he hit Castellanos on that at bat, and Castellanos didn't like it. So then Molina stepped in and he was like, "Hey man, relax, bro. Go to first base and do what you do." So what happened in that play right there? He was at third base and there was a wild pitch. And then
yeah,
that wild pitch, you have Molina going after the ball, and then he throws it to what is it called? Jake Woodford. So then
yeah,
that's where you see Castellanos taking exception to the
yeah,
tag and everything. Or like he's like, yeah, getting pumped. Why? Because he got beamed. So
yeah,
like you're not seeing when he got beamed on social media. So a lot of people on social media are thinking what you're thinking, Javi. Before I
yeah.
told you that he got
Yep,
beamed,
yep.
you're
And
like,
I
he's
was
acting
like,
like a
I was like,
child.
I was like, man, you're an asshole, dude. You're a veteran. Like, why you gotta act like that? And then when you told me and I saw it, and I was like, oh, never mind.
You see
Screw,
Arenado on
screw
there.
you,
Arenado's
bro.
like, what the hell? Like, you don't do
Oh,
that.
he
So
was
that
fire,
so
bro.
that type of plays brings a lot of players together, brings a team together.
Yep.
And this early in the season, the Reds and the Cardinals, they always have these fights.
Yeah.
Remember that
Yeah.
big old fight back then with Puig and I forget the
Oh
names. Oh
yeah,
my
bro.
God, the Reds and
Man, but Puig's always a fire starter, dude.
yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Anywhere he had it here in LA with Bumgarner with the
Yeah,
Giants.
bro. But
Yeah,
hey,
so
man,
rivalry is a
more
good thing.
more more power to them, though, man. Like that's how you build that camaraderie, between teammates and stuff. Like you
Yep.
sticking up for your boy, that's cool, man. Like
Yeah.
I jumped the gun. I'll be the first to admit I jumped the gun. And I was like, dude, that was a big move, bro. It was a big move. Like, why you gotta act like that? And Castellanos been around for a while.
Yeah.
And he does that, and you're like, wait. But then, like, you told me, oh, you know what? He got beamed. That's why. And I looked at the play, and I was like, you know what?
I hate
Handle it,
getting
bro.
hit. I hate getting hit by a pitch. And if I can do that and there's a close play at home, I'll be like, no, I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't do that. I'll just go straight to the dugout, sit down, and just be silent. I'm
Yeah,
not one of those
man,
players.
that's
But good for
crazy.
him though. Good for him.
Yeah,
because now you get the Reds, geared up, whatever. They don't have
Yep.
a rowdy player, but that could bring a team together. Like we said, and the Reds, I mean, the Cardinals, the Cardinals with Molina, and now you have Renato, you have Goldschmidt, you have Wino, I mean, which is not really good. You have a little bit of garbage. You only have Flaherty
Yeah.
out there,
No.
but still, like I think the Cardinals are a team that's going to be pretty strong out there in the Central. And with those two going at it, which brings me to something that I want to talk about because on social media, when I post stuff on the Giants, Dodgers, or rivalry teams like Boston, the Yankees, the Reds, the Cardinals, these type, what is it, the Cubs and the Cardinals, Cubs and Cardinals as well. Like
Yeah.
those are big old teams that are always against each other, right?
Yeah.
They're always rivals, and you have these new generations coming out, and they're all saying like, "Oh, why do they have rivalries if they're built back in the 1800s or early 1900s?" Like, this is why, because it gets exciting for a
Yeah.
fan to see these rivalries play out on the field. Like,
Yep.
the Reds and the Cardinals have been going at it for the past years, and to see this, yeah, we don't want to see people fighting, but you want to see like the passion of a
Exactly.
player, that when you
Exactly.
score or you do something, you hit a home run, you strike them out, you want to see like a fist pump or
You,
something like
you
that.
wanna you wanna show your fans that, man. You wanna show
Yeah,
them like, you know what, man, this is our team.
yeah,
You know what, I'm gonna stick up for my teammates. You know, and
yeah,
I'm gonna show the fans like I'm all for it.
yeah.
Like, man, fuck that. You know, shit, I
Yeah,
can't wait till the Padres play the Dodgers, bro.
that's next
I'm ready
week.
for that, bro.
That's next week. That's
Damn
next week.
right,
That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen next week. So it's gonna happen at Dodger Stadium first, I believe, and then in San Diego. I mean, Dodger Stadium to the south. I think I said
man.
it right. Yeah, Dodger Stadium to the south.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you that are Padre fans, that's true. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I said it like
Way
that, but
biased, man. We just you talking.
yeah. Hey, dude. So I got a question for you, and I'm just gonna test your knowledge here and see if you remember who won the 1996 MVP. I don't know if you were into baseball then, and if you were, do you remember who that MVP, National League MVP?
A National League MVP in '96.
96. I'll give you time to look it up if you want. I'll even play the song for you.
'96. I wanna remember who the stronger teams were in the '90s.
Okay, dude, I'm gonna give you the team, the Padres, since we were talking about the Padres. He was a third baseman.
Ken Caminiti?
Ken Caminiti. Damn.
Damn.
Really good, dude. Good
Yeah,
job,
bro.
man. Hell
You know
yeah.
what? When I think about the Padres, who's one of the guys that pops up? Tony Gwynn and
Tony Gwynn,
Hoffman, dude. Those
Trevor
are the
Hoffman.
three. Those are the three that always pop up in my head when I think about the Padres.
Damn, Tommy, that's really good, dude. Oh
Hey,
my God,
man.
that's dope, dude. Ken Caminiti was one of the players that I looked up to. Like, I always wanted to be a third baseman. I always wanted to
Yeah.
be one of those guys that had a goatee and be rough. And this dude had a cannon, had a huge forearm.
Bro,
Oh my
definitely.
God, this
That's
guy
how
was
that's how I
dope.
remember this guy.
Yeah,
Like he was a big ass dude and he can
yeah,
hit the fucking ball. And it wasn't just power, man. It was just for average. He
yeah,
did he did a little bit of everything, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But it's like I was telling you, man, like when I think about the Padres, those are the three guys that I think about. Like back in the day, right? Hoffman, Caminiti, and Tony Gwynn.
yeah.
That's who I remember. So
Dope.
when you brought it up, well, I'm like, oh damn, it's got
I
to be
think
one
I
of the
talked
three.
about him. Yeah. I think I talked about him before, that he was one of my favorite players. He wasn't a Dodger, of course. Like, I
Yeah,
know a lot of people are like, why not a Dodger? But like, well, because I didn't like the third baseman for the Dodgers
yeah,
at that
yep.
time. I believe it was Adrian Beltre. It's not that I didn't like him.
Mm-hmm,
It's just,
mm-hmm.
this Ken Caminiti had a character on him that I kind of like wanted to carry, because he was a silent
Yeah,
player. He
yeah,
would do
yep.
his job. He would hit home runs. He would just, I don't
He
know.
was one
And
of
he,
those cats, bro, that he
yeah,
just
and
kept to himself and he just played, bro. He
he had a
played.
cannon from third base. Not saying that Adrian Belton didn't, because I know there's Dodger fans watching, and they're like, "What? What are you talking about?" And yeah, as a kid, maybe because in the little league team that we played in, we were the Padres at that time. I used to watch the
That might be
Padres.
it.
It might be it. Yeah, but Ken Caminiti was one of those players for me, dude, that I was just watch. It was a sad day when I heard that he passed away and everything back
Yeah.
in 2004, and it was like, it sucked. I
Yeah,
remember
that's
like
crazy, man.
I remember like, and yeah, he must have been one of those players that was on steroids. He, um, who wasn't on steroids in MLB, like, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can't hate on the guy because of that. And if you do hate on him, I mean, that's
Your
watch him play
opinion.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
Go on there
go
and
watch the highlights, man.
yeah, hit that
The
King
guy can ball
Caminiti.
out. Yep.
Yeah, so I think he's a badass. He was a badass player. He was a great fielder, and like I said, I'm gonna say it again. He had a cannon on him, and that was
He
just
did.
badass, dude.
Man,
That
that
was
was
really badass.
crazy. I
Yeah,
can't believe I actually got that right.
yeah, that's good though, man. You know your baseball. Like
Hey,
I
man,
know
I
my
try to
baseball
keep
from
up, bro. You know
yeah.
what? You know what, bro? I'll tell you this. Um, I've always loved the Dodgers. You know, I've been a fan since forever, but I never really got into stats until I met you,
Uh-huh.
Will, and we
God,
did the whole fantasy baseball, bro. That's when I really started like looking at things, with a fine tooth comb and looking at stats and this guy was good this year. Dude, it was because of you guys. So
so now
big
you
ups to
regret.
y'all, man.
So now you regret meeting us. Oh, that's fucked up.
Bro,
Oh
it's
damn.
crazy, man. Like you guys really got me like into baseball the way I do. Like even my wife is like, man, here we go, fantasy baseball season.
I think that's everybody. Everybody's
Yeah,
household
right.
is like, oh, fantasy baseball. I don't want to mess with them. Hey man, what do you have there? Let me see what you have. I
Dude,
want to see that, dude.
so shout out to my wife. She bought me this dugout bat mug, right?
Badass.
Dope as mug. It's a
Let me do a little
for
close up on you, man.
our wedding anniversary that's about to come up. She got this for me, and man, as soon as I opened this shit, I was fucking stoked. Like, holy shit, are you kidding me, dude? Like, it's an actual dugout bat.
Yep.
So, dude,
Does it
I'm gonna
taste
let
like
you.
wood? Does it taste like
Nah,
wood?
hell no, it doesn't, dude.
Does it smell like wood?
No, it's all varnished and everything, dude. It's dude. Like I'll give you the website, bro. Like I'll hit you up with it. Like
For sure.
it's very dope. And shout out to my wife. She totally
I'm
hooked
still
it up,
waiting on
man.
my jersey, dude. I need to get my jersey with the World Series patch. So
Oh hell
I
yeah.
it's already on this way. So yeah, I'll
Damn
have it soon.
right.
I'll have it soon. Um, dude, it was fun, man. Thank you for joining the show, man. I honestly appreciate it. I know you had it was last minute fill in.
No worries,
Tony
bro.
Snap and Willpower has vacation.
You guys
Um,
have some explaining to
you
do.
explaining to do. Nah, they're good, man. They took care of. You were in the show and I wasn't in it, and you guys did a great job. I can't be more happier than that because you guys actually did it good. You guys did a show. You guys ran it through. You guys did your draft. You talked about baseball, which is what this show is all about. We want to
Yeah.
talk about baseball. We want to have that, that reputation as like these guys get along really good. They're talking
Yeah.
baseball. I want to hear what they have to say, and
Yeah.
that's the ultimate goal, right? The ultimate goal is always to just talk about what we know. And if someone's out there listening and we have some knowledge that you've never heard before, I mean, that's just kind of like mind blowing for people and for me to know
Yeah.
that, oh cool, someone's out there listening to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 194 subscribers, which is great.
We're almost to 200, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
100. So if we can get there, if you're listening right now, can hit
we
that
got
like
Sam.
subscribe.
He said, "What's up?"
Oh, what's up,
Man,
Sam? How's it going,
he
man?
said, "What's up,
Thanks for
man?"
joining. He's
You know what, bro? I appreciate the time. Like when you asked me to come on the show, man, I try to clear my schedule with whatever I have going on, just to be here because I really enjoy talking to you guys about baseball. And like I just told you earlier. You guys are the reason why I delve even deeper into baseball. So yes, sir. I appreciate you, hitting me up and telling me if I could, do the show with you. I'm always here,
yeah.
so big ups.
Let me give you applause for that. Oh, dude. Anything else you want to say, fantasy related? I know Sam is here. Thanks, Sam, for joining the show. We've just hit some highlights about opening day. It was not a lot about fantasy because we're just telling players to hold on to your players, the owners. Actually, we're telling the owners to hold on to your players because it's only the first 2 games. It's gonna get better. It still kind of feels like it's a spring training type of
Yeah, it
season.
does.
Not until like the second season, second start, or for a pitcher, second start, third start. That's when you start seeing momentum on a player.
You
So,
know what? You know what really grinds my gears, bro?
oh no, what grinds your gears? Oh, actually, what's your real
There
talk
you
moment
go,
right
man.
here?
This is real talk right here. Don't you just hate it when some random ass pitcher is pitching way better than all the damn aces in baseball, man? That
Yeah.
is crazy. Like I think who is it? Means from Baltimore?
Uh-huh.
He pitch lights out. And then you got let me see who do I have in my league?
It's one of those.
Damn, dude. Oh, Beaver, bro. Took
Beaver.
a
What happened
fucking
to Beaver?
L, bro. Oh my god. It wasn't that bad, man, but like you have all these other pitchers that you didn't really have on your radar as a fucking first, second, third, even fourth, fifth round pick, and your aces totally took a dump.
What about Castillo?
Oh, don't, man. You know what? I don't want to talk no more.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Silence. Silence. What's so with his start, dude? Oh my
Oh,
god.
I have a man. Don't talk about it.
How many points did you get from him?
Fuck, it was like negative some shit.
Oh
I
my
don't,
god, it was in the negatives.
yeah,
Oh
man.
no, 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 that's not good.
It's okay though. Like it's like we've been talking about, right? It's early. You
Yeah,
know, you're getting those bugs out. You know, whatever. I'm still confident. You know that these guys are gonna pick it up. You know, and those that play fantasy baseball, if you had one of those players that you were like, "Wow, you totally screwed me," don't fret. It'll be okay.
yeah,
Beginning of the season, you got fans in the stands now. So, maybe some of these players are a little bit nervous. Now they're being watched on the stands, not just on TV. So it might take a little bit of time, but yeah, man, that real talk, man. Real
yeah.
talk baseball right there, dude. Like that
That real
totally
talk
hurt
segment.
that totally hurt me in the core, bro.
Well, I think we reached our end of the show. For those of you guys that are tuning in, we also have an Instagram, we have a TikTok, we of course we have the YouTube, we have the Yahoo. So if you guys want to send us a message about fantasy or any baseball related questions, you guys can go to Real Talk Baseball at yahoo.com. We also have a Twitter account, which we don't move a lot, but we will get into it a lot more this season.
Lazy ass guy.
Tony Snap is going to take care of that. And Tony, if you're listening, do it, please.
Get on
And
it, bro.
then, and we also have another platform of hearing our podcast and Spotify. We're still working the kinks on to adding not live streaming, but actually getting more shows on there. And we are trying to get into the Apple, which is taking me longer than what it's supposed to, but I'll get there
Oh, that's
eventually.
just Apple. That's
Yeah,
just Apple, bro.
yeah.
That's why,
Eventually, I'll get there. Eventually, I'll get there. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and do that. Yeah, Javi, you have anything else to say before we go ahead and log out?
You know what? I'm just happy that baseball is back. I'm happy that baseball is back, and I'm happy that we have a lot of stuff to talk about. And I'm sure the whole season is gonna be great for your show and for everybody that loves baseball.
Yeah.
So let's go Dodgers. I'm not
Oh,
biased, but I am right now. Let's go
yeah,
Dodgers.
I can tell. I can tell. Well, yeah, I mean, Javi said it. Baseball season's back. I'm grateful for everything that's been happening. Like this, we have 30% of fans going into the stadium. Some of them are 50%. We're still in the pandemic. If you're out there and listening to our show, make sure you guys take care.
Be safe,
Get your
man.
vaccine, be safe,
Yep.
take care of your families. I can't say that enough because I know a lot of people don't believe in what's going on, but if there's any way that you can save someone, do your part, and the rest is history.
Damn
So
right.
I'm Carlos Baseball, and this is Xavi, the commissioner.